Actually, you know what? Maybe I won't do it. Well, not entirely sure why I did that, but I just figured that less hair is less things to maintain and think about over the course of 2,700 miles. So, here we are. If that seems long, it's even more daunting because each of those maps are double-sided. All right, it's Wednesday. It is 10:50 in the morning. The race starts in less than 48 hours. I'm in Boulder, Colorado. I am deconstructing my bike. I'm gonna pack it in this box. I'm gonna fly to Calgary tonight with Alex House. Get an airport hotel. And then a very generous friend of a friend is picking us up tomorrow and driving us to Banff. There's been a frantic level of packing. I feel like no matter what I do now, I'm not going to be content until we start the ride. And so I'm very eager to get to that point of the day. But here we are. Keep on packing. Keep on packing. More coffee. A little scene setting. It is Thursday, probably 4:30 p.m. Race starts at 7 a.m. tomorrow. Drove into Banff. It's absolutely spectacular. And although not quite as perfect tomorrow, I am quite okay with the weather forecast that we got coming up. It's looking very good. All right, this is not the most that I've ridden on this bike because I have been riding it quite a bit, but it is the first time that I've ridden it with everything on it. So feels stable, feels like it will go straight very well. I've never set tire pressure for a bike that weighs 55 pounds, so maybe at some point I'll go visit a bike shop and make sure the shock is dialed in. Thank you, Banff Cycle Sport. Already put some separation into me and Alex, so that's good. Here we go. Well, if breakfast of champions was 2 bowls of muesli and some strawberries and instant coffee, then I think we're ready to go. It is morning of, it's 5:40. We start at 6:55 in waves. I am wave 1. We got the email last night. The bike is looking good. These are the clothes I will be wearing today. These are the foods I will be bringing today. These are the things I don't yet know how to put into place. Alex's stuff, and Alex disappeared. All right, Alex, how do you feel? This is an eating contest as much as anything. And as we roll the start, Alex is in the lead, eating a burrito.
I feel good, Ted.
Good. Good.
Good. I feel very happy.
Yeah.
No much stuff. There's 650 grams of gummy bears.
Here we go. That's the morning kick on. All right. So listen, we're going to do the 2022 Tour de Bikes here.
All right, heck of a lot of people here. We are probably 8 minutes from the start, so making our way around. Well, as a testament to informality, I got to the start of my wave, which was 6:55, at about 6:57. But then I was told I was the first person there. And then when other people roll up at 7:01, they were like, oh no, you're supposed to go, just go. Just start riding. So, here's the initial group. Probably about as big of a group as we're gonna see all day. Or maybe all week. Howdy.
Hey, man.
How many first timers?
How many first timers?
Yeah.
Right here.
I'd say we're doing something wrong if all first timers are at the front.
Yeah.
All first timers here. Where are you coming from?
Grew up in Vermont, live in Alaska.
No kidding. What part of Vermont?
I grew up in Putney. You're Ted, right?
Yeah. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Marone.
Marone. Pleasure to meet you.
You too.
Look at that. Small town connection.
Small town.
Since
connection.
Vermont is small.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here's Ulrich.
Hey, man.
Ulrich
Hey, man.
is of note because he spent the past 5 days cleaning mud out of his drivetrain and ears and eyes. He was one of my fellow Unbound XL riders, except he finished it. Congratulations.
Thank you. You sneaked away.
Oh no. I said enough is enough. Cool heads prevailed. Oh, I got a celebrity among us. How are you? So good to see you.
So good to see you.
Where are you coming from?
California.
Nice.
Santa Barbara, California.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
You know long, steep hills,
Oh, absolutely.
so long as they're not washed out.
Been over there?
Yeah, I spent a lot of time there.
Awesome.
Oh, this is absolutely stunning. Howdy. You're probably going to hear me use the word spectacular a lot. This is spectacular. This speaks to the internationality here. We have myself, an American. On the left is a German. The next is a Lithuanian who lives in Norway. Then we have a Frenchman who I actually used to race against in the World Tour. Go figure, 2008, 9, 10, 11. And then on the right, it's a former Vermonter turned Alaskan. So, we're cruising, just not at a high rate of speed. Oh, here's an Idahoan. What's it called if you're from Idaho? Idahoan?
Yep.
Idahoan. There he is.
Vermont.
Vermonter. Well, it's not rowdy, but this is single track for sure. Probably not the best place to be in the aero position, but maybe you could. Whoa! Oh, that's cool. Hello. Down to a group of 4. 4.5 hours in, we have not stopped a single time, and that's probably the name of the game. It's raining. Well, Snow Valley Lodge is something of a savior. My feet are filthy. I'm gonna take a shower. Oh, I'm so cold. So I'm only 150 miles in, but it turns out it's a really long race. Well, I'm showered, I'm fed on delicious chili, my bike is clean. I got a ton of other food for breakfast. And it is 8:40. Rolled into town around 7:30. I figured it would take about an hour to grocery shop, clean, so on and so forth. Oh, this place also does laundry, and we were head to toe in mud, so. Snow Valley Lodge in Fernie. You get a 5-star review for everything. Thank you. And on that, I'm going to bed. Night. Well, not the most restful night of sleep. It's 2:38 a.m. I got my laundry, which is amazing. Thank you again to the Snow Valley Lodge. Long story short, I'm up and at 'em, and it seems like a good time to go bike riding. Obviously, a lot of people passed me overnight, but I am over the moon with this decision to stop. Hot food, hot coffee, clean bike, clean clothes. It's not raining anymore, so up and at 'em. Here we go. Up first, a plate of coffee cake and instant coffee. Well, 5 a.m. is the answer to the question, when can you turn off your light? And start operating by the light of the not yet dawned sun. It's 5 a.m. been riding for, what, 2 hours? Going up. Not quite as fast as I would have expected, but that's probably to be expected. Ain't much. Moving super slow because it is muddy. What up, fellas? Morning. I caught Lil, and I'm eating gummy bears, so I can't actually talk to her very easily. Yes! So we've been hiking up probably at 25% grade. This is a part of bike packing I just don't quite get. But maybe that's why I'm a rookie. I'll learn to love it. So much food. Doing a little water filtration with a beautiful view. We are up above Whitefish, now a long, fast descent into town. Making pretty good time. All things good. Thank you. Well, wrapping up a little bit of time in Whitefish, and it's nice, there are people out. I don't know them, because apparently that's part of the rules. But look, here we go. More people. They even had a horse. Sunset. Actually, sunset's not for like an hour and a half, but the sun is getting low. Over and out. All right. Look behind me. This is my camping spot for the evening. It's called a hotel room. I think it's still wise because the ability is there. It was a filthy, muddy morning, and so the bike wants a little TLC. I want to shower. I'm gonna clean some clothes. I brought 2 jerseys, 2 bibs, so I'm gonna wash up some kit tonight and wear the opposite one. I visited Great Northern. That was a huge perk. Massive shout out to them. I love the shoes that I've been wearing, and I was warned, hey, bring your walking shoes. And I'm like, I don't own walking shoes, so I'll bring my mountain bike shoes. And it turns out there's a ton of walking up super duper steep stuff. So as much as I can wear my previous mountain bike shoes, my current mountain bike shoes for an Unbound XL, here we are, day 2 of almost 15-hour rides, and my feet are killing me. So got these fresh kicks. They seem to be much more spacious and comfy. Furthermore, This was the day of losing stuff. I lost my spare Garmin on a screaming fast descent, and about 3 miles later, I figured out that it was gone. I'm like, I can't go back up because I don't know where it is. Lost a water bottle. So got some water bottles at Great Northern. Thankfully, I have my original Garmin, so I just need to pay hyper vigilance to that. What else? I got some chain lube. That's about it. I also was able to get some food. Got some sandwiches at the grocery store. This is sort of the end of the day routine. Get chocolate milk, get some sandwiches, get some pasta, get some random candy, chug that, take a shower, go to bed. So, that's what I'm doing right now. Over and out. Day 2, over. Good morning. It's an hour into the ride. It's probably around 5 a.m. The sun is not yet up. It's sort of the perfect time of day. Whether you use a light or not is more for safety than anything. But yeah, it's a beautiful morning in Montana. Here in Ovando, Montana, where the snack is a huckleberry ice cream, bar, Sprite, cinnamon roll, and 2 burritos. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea. I have learned that Ulrich, our fearless German, is in the lead, and he slept for 2 hours total. So I hope he's doing well. These are 2 classics. Classics. Dump truck full of awesome.
That's right.
You never know what you're gonna find in
Ovando,
Montana. I'll give you a guess which way we're going. Seemed like a good place to wait out the rain, because it is ferocious out there. I got a frozen burrito in my pocket, but ordering a burger from this place seemed way, way, way smarter. Oh man, well here we are at the Lincoln Log Inn in Lincoln, Montana. Pro tip, you should stop here. Went across the street, went to Bootleggers. No, Scapegoat. There's also a place called Bootleggers. Got a burger, fries, gonna house that. And then here at the Lincoln Log Inn, the woman was so impressed that I have made this. She's like, "Oh, what do you want? You want a beer? You want a beer on the house?" So naturally, I got a beer. This is a face of a very cracked individual. I feel like I cracked about 5 hours ago. So I am smoked. I'm going to eat this, and then I'm going to go to sleep. And I don't think I'm going to set an alarm. A little crunchy drivetrain. Crunchy is a good way to describe how I feel. Log cabin hotel in Lincoln, Montana. My brain only works on a few cylinders. Anyway, that was an amazing night. Slept in, getting out the door here a little shy of 6. So, hoping for a good day. It is certainly a foggy one. These are the roads that you're just like, wow, this is stunning, but why does this road exist? Just going 2 points in the middle of nowhere. But that's to our benefit. Going up a 12% grade when it says rocky is pretty much mountain biking, which is fine under normal circumstances, but if your bike weighs 50 pounds, you find yourself hike-a-biking quite a bit. We're up at, I think, about 7,500 feet, which is the highest we've been. I want to say we're at about mile 740. It's day 4. Very good.
Those climbs were kind of killers at night.
Well, this is a good opportunity to don my rain pants for the first time. Plus this sick Velocio jacket as a hood. Oh, what's that noise? Yeah, that's a massive rainstorm. But we ran into Chris Burghardt.
What's up? Just over here getting hypothermic, you know?
Yeah, this is special. Well, thankfully we found this lovely cabin and we're gonna get a little bit warmer for a little bit of time. Say hello to Butte, Montana. That's where I'm gonna spend the night tonight. Same thing that happened today as it did yesterday, which is my final hour and a half, 2 hours. I can hardly do zone 1 power, but I guess that's what happens when you're on day 4 of 12-hour rides. Oh look, single track. Down we go. I'm pretty smoked, but overall a good day. Here we go. Oh yeah, it looked like $1 million. Rolled into Butte, Montana last night. Got a hefty meal, ate a huge burrito. Got a night of sleep here. Actually slept a lot, anticipating that would improve everything. I was just off the phone with Laura explaining that there's laundry service here, and to walk up and down the stairs, I had to take it one step at a time, like literally one step, other leg, one step, other leg. So I feel exhausted. I don't know how anyone continues doing this, but here I am getting dressed and about to get out the door for another great day. It is beautiful, I'll give it that. Okay, here we go. Foggy morning in Butte. Cold, crisp, chilly, something. Foggy. Well, we are an hour and 10 minutes into the day. 15 miles, which is respectable, although most of it was pavement. I feel really unwell. I feel like my head is just swollen. If I get down in the arrow sticks and lower my torso down, it's like there's too much pressure up top in my head. For 2 or 3 days. Breathe okay during the day, but then at night I'm kept awake, just hacking up the greenest phlegm, loogie, mucus, which is kind of gross. And I get up and I go about the day and it's okay. Man, I'm just really queasy. So that's my check-in. That's all for now. Let's keep going for a bike ride. Well, these are the rough moments, I guess. I've been on the side of the road throwing up a bit, which is not good. Stomach just feels way off. I don't know. I've been filtering water. Obviously, there's a lot of exposure to the bottles, so I don't know if they're getting something kicked up or if it's something else that I've consumed, but I'm gonna just keep going forward. Hopefully find a place to get some rest. Go from there. Well, if you had told me I would end up in the hospital today, I probably wouldn't believe you. But here I am. The long story short is that I got an hour into the ride and I saw that I was gonna go about 50 miles to a town called Wise River. And I was thinking maybe I'd sleep there and just get in at early afternoon and sleep the rest of the day. Just not feeling well, but then I got very emotional and called Laura, and she gave me some good words of confidence, and then she also suggested I talk to my PCP, with whom I spoke, and we were talking about having this edema on my legs and swelling on my, feels like my torso, and so on and so forth, and I don't know, different options came up, and so rather than going forward 50 miles and then the possibility of a place to stay, there's no guarantees there, and nothing for another 180. I backtracked another 15 miles back to Butte, which is where I am now, in the scenic Butte Hospital. So this is not where I want to be, but I figure I'm in good hands, and we'll figure out what is going on. Peace. Well, that was all probably quite a bit of a whirlwind. There's no better word for the way I feel right now than surreal. It was 24 hours ago that I was still technically in the race, getting the results from the blood test that said that they had improved, but they were still not anywhere near any sort of healthy, normal baseline. The only way to improve those values is to rest, is to take a break. I could foreseeably have stayed in Butte for another 4 or 5 days and then continued, but I don't know. And then what? Go at a 10%, 15%, 20% easier rate and take another 2 or 3 weeks. That is something that I couldn't do, given that I have family at home and I had designated basically, I don't know. I thought if the record was 14 days, I'd anticipated it would take me 16 to 18. And there I was looking at 3+ weeks. So I've had a lot of conversations with friends family with medical professionals, and I feel lucky to have these people in my corner, to be able to bat ideas around and make a very, very, very hard decision to end up here at the Bozeman Airport. Yeah, it is surreal. Connected with a friend who lives in Bozeman. It's an hour and a half from Butte. He was able to pick me up. I was able to spend the night at his house last night. I was able to take an Uber to the airport, and here I am about to fly back to the East Coast, land in Boston, so I will see the kids and my mother tomorrow, my father tomorrow. I'll be able to go to my brother's graduation tomorrow. I mean, these are surreal, you know. It feels very strange. I feel like I've been extracted from those mountains over there and then planted right here in a very different world. I have cried a lot in the past 36 hours. There's something about being on your limit where emotions are stressed, and then weighing all sorts of options that seem highly critical. And I think they are important things that I was balancing, but I recognize the priorities here, and that's to be home safe with my family, and I'm excited to be given that opportunity. I don't know. I'm going to take a good long while to digest this one. I feel like I've been granted a week and a half of life that I didn't know I had, because I basically designated the next week and a half to being on the trail, and now all of a sudden here I am doing this, able to go home and be home for the first time since March. It is mid-June. I have not been home since March, April, May. 3.5 months. Vermont is going off in beautiful summer right now. I'm over the moon to be able to go back, spend time at home, spend time with friends, spend time with family. So I appreciate y'all watching. I appreciate the responses that I've received online, through voice, through messaging, through social media, more than I could ever express. It has brought me to tears for a considerable amount of time. So I am going to wrap up. And if you've made it this long, I appreciate you watching. Take care. Bye-bye. That's my arm drone.